The 2020 coaster season is just around the corner. As theme parks make their preparations for the upcoming season, it might seem a bit early to look ahead to 2021, right? But within the last month, major news has come out already about plans in motion for next year. Some parks have even begun to release teasers on social media hinting at their 2021 plans. Here at Destination Thrills, we love to look into the future and speculate on the possibilities for new coasters in the coming years. In this video, we will analyze the latest rumors and speculations and provide you with a list of parks that we think have the best chances at seeing a new coaster open in 2021. Will it be your home park? Find out next. Hey everyone, this is Cullah Hale from Destination Thrills, and today we are going to look into the future to see which theme parks in North America could be receiving a new roller coaster in 2021. Now, someday I would like to make predictions for parks overseas, but my knowledge of these theme parks right now is rather limited, so I'm going to stay with parks within my home continent. Now, how this video is going to work is, I'm going to name off amusement parks that I believe have a shot at getting a new coaster in 2021. I will split these parks off into 4 tiers: highly likely, likely, possible, and low. We will go through each tier one by one as we try to figure out which parks have the best chances. Alright, without further delay, let's start off with parks that are in our highly likely tier. First, we have 2 Disney parks that have confirmed coasters opening in 2021. Epcot will be receiving Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. This ride will be built by Vekoma and is anticipated to be the longest enclosed roller coaster when it opens. Now, not too far away, Disney's Magic Kingdom will be opening Tron Light Cycle Run. You may have recognized this coaster from Tron Light Cycle Power Run in Shanghai Disney. This coaster looks to have the same concept, and construction has already begun for this project, so it looks to open in 2021. Now, we also have another coaster under construction at Lagoon in Farmington, Utah. This looks to be a massive project, and from what the park has said, it will be a coaster unlike anything we have ever seen before. Now, no opening date has been set for this attraction. Some have speculated that it could open later in 2020, but I am thinking it is highly likely that we will see this open in 2021. Now, the next 2 parks I'm about to mention are both within the same state, and both have had their plans leaked. First is Busch Gardens Williamsburg. BGWFans.com uncovered documents filed with James City County about a potential over 300-foot tall roller coaster. Now, there has been no confirmation on manufacturer, but from what the plans show, this looks to be a coaster built by Intamin Rides. In 2019, Busch Gardens Williamsburg filed a waiver to build a lattice structure over 355 feet tall. This waiver was eventually approved. Many thought this was for 2020's coaster until Pantheon was announced, which only has a max height of 178 feet. Many think this shuttle coaster could feature a 300-foot twisted vertical spike. We hope to learn more about this potential coaster in the coming months, but from the looks of it, Busch Gardens Williamsburg is highly likely to get another coaster in 2021. Now, not to be outdone, Kings Dominion has filed plans for a new roller coaster as well. With Volcano and several other attractions being removed in the past few years, it is not shocking that Kings Dominion would be rumored to be getting a new coaster. This is what Cedar Fair has done with parks like Kings Island and Cedar Point before getting a new coaster. KDFans.com unveiled a proposed layout for the 2021 roller coaster that would replace Volcano. Now, we at Destination Thrills have not verified the authenticity of this proposal, but KDFans.com has earned a reputation for accurate reporting, so we trust them enough to show you their finding. What it shows looks to be a small layout for a B&M wing coaster. Now, we have no information on if this proposal was approved, but it gives you an idea that something is coming for Kings Dominion in 2021. Moving on to the final park in our highly likely tier, we have Universal Orlando. Universal Orlando has been working on a new project by the Jurassic Park area, which is currently going under a major overhaul. There has been much work already on the site, and coaster footers have already been put into place. Rumor has it that not only will this coaster be highly themed, but also feature high speeds and inversions. Universal has also trademarked the name Velocicoaster. Now, we have no confirmation of an opening date, however, we currently believe this coaster is on track to open in 2021. So these are the 6 parks that I have listed as highly likely or confirmed to be getting a new coaster in 2021. Let's move on to our next tier, which are parks that are likely to get a coaster in 2021. The first park on this list is Cedar Point. Cedar Point isn't called the roller coaster capital of the world for nothing. This park seems to be getting a new record-breaking coaster every 2 to 4 years. Now, Cedar Point's last monster coaster was Steel Vengeance, which opened in 2018. So 2021 will be 3 years since their last new coaster. Also, in the last 2 years, we have seen very light investments at the park, which focus more on family fun versus mega thrills. Now, family attractions are definitely a need at the park. However, Cedar Point is known for its coasters, so after 2 years of tame additions, I think it will be time to bring something extreme to the park. Cedar Point also dropped us the slightest of hints on their annual Christmas video, where it displayed top secret plans in 2021. This is something they have done in the past to hint at a new coaster. Now, if you want to know more about this potential roller coaster at Cedar Point, I have done an entire video outlining what type of coaster I think could be added there next. If you would like to check out that video, I will link it in the card above. On to the next park that is in our likely tier, we have SeaWorld Orlando. Recently, CoasterKings.com unveiled permits filed with the Orange County government to do some demolition throughout the park this year. The size of the site that they propose to do demolition on is large enough to contain a decent sized roller coaster. Now, there have been plenty of rumors out there that a B&M Wing coaster could come to the park, but nothing has been confirmed at this point. Now, with SeaWorld Orlando opening Icebreaker, their new launch coaster this year, you might be a little skeptical of these rumors, but this seems to be a new trend with SeaWorld entertainment parks. For example, Busch Gardens Tampa will have added new coasters in both 2019 and 2020. SeaWorld San Diego added Electric Eel and Tidal Twister in back-to-back years, and they are getting a new dive coaster in 2021. So it would not at all surprise me to see SeaWorld Orlando follow suit with a similar investing strategy. This is why SeaWorld Orlando is in our likely tier. Next park on our list is Six Flags Magic Mountain. Now, they just opened West Coast Racers at the beginning of the year, but following the removal of Green Lantern, there is already talk of a new coaster on the horizon. And what has fueled this speculation is a new teaser released by the park on social media. Usually when a park teases a future project this far in advance, it is not for some tame flat ride. Now, stay tuned because in a couple weeks, I will be dropping my video on Six Flags Magic Mountain's next coaster, where we will analyze this teaser further. But for now, know that I think Magic Mountain is likely to receive a new coaster in 2021. The final park in this tier is Dollywood. Dollywood is coming off their massive Wildwood Grove expansion in 2019, and since then we have heard some chatter about phase 2 of this expansion. There has been land clearing at the park, and there has been a survey sent to guests having them choose a coaster concept that they like the best. Now, I went into full detail of the survey on my Dollywood Next Coaster video that I'm going to link in the card above, so I won't go into it much here, but all of this seems to suggest that a coaster is coming in the near future, and I believe it is likely that this coaster will be built for 2021. Alright, now it's time to move to our possible tier. These are parks that don't have a lot of evidence backing up the fact that they could get a coaster in 2021, but through our analysis and their history, it seems favorable for a coaster project to happen next year. First up is SeaWorld San Antonio. It appears that the other 4 SeaWorld entertainment parks are adding coasters in back-to-back years, so why not SeaWorld San Antonio? They will be opening Texas Stingray this year and are in need of more high-thrill attractions if they want to keep up with their neighbor, Six Flags Fiesta Texas. I could see a B&M dive coaster or maybe even a Skyrocket 2 come to the park. Again, there is no evidence at the moment showing that these plans are in place, but it would seem that a new coaster at SeaWorld San Antonio would fit in with the SeaWorld Entertainment investment strategy. Alright, the next park in our possible tier is, and I can't believe I am saying this, but Six Flags St. Louis is in our possible tier. They haven't added a new coaster since 2013, and that was a relocated Boomerang. The last ground-up coaster was American Thunder, which opened way back in 2008. So I think it is about time they add a new coaster. Now, there are some factors which put this park in the possible category. First, we have seen the removal of Tidal Wave. Now, Tidal Wave doesn't take up a ton of land, but it is towards the edge of the park, so it has some room to go beyond the site. In 2019, Six Flags Over Texas removed a similar ride to Tidal Wave and replaced it with a new Mack water coaster. Plus, 2021 will be the park's 50th anniversary, and although I'm not a big believer in parks adding large attractions for their anniversary years, I think it might sway Six Flags in adding a coaster at Six Flags St. Louis in 2021. Now, another Six Flags park that I think could see a coaster in 2021 is Six Flags Over Georgia. This park I think is next in line to get a 40 free spin coaster. I think this is a very real possibility for 2021. Again, no confirmation of this at the moment, but it definitely seems possible. So these are the 3 parks that are in the possible tier. Now let's wrap up with parks that have a low chance at getting a coaster in 2021, but a chance nonetheless. First up is Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. I wanted to list this park because of the intense investing that's going on within the SeaWorld chain. It would not at all shock me to see a small coaster added there in 2021, even if it would be the 3rd year in a row this park has seen a coaster. I also listed Six Flags New England. Their last coaster was Joker 40 Free Spin back in 2017. They could benefit from a launch coaster from Premier Rides or S&S. Although we haven't seen a lot of large investments in this park, I think it certainly has a chance to get a coaster in 2021. I could also see Six Flags Fiesta Texas adding a new coaster. I really think they have a good shot at getting the first Axis coaster. They have seen a new coaster on average about every 3 to 5 years, and they did add Wonder Woman Golden Lasso in 2018, so we are approaching that 3-year mark. I also think that California's Great America or Knott's Berry Farm might add a coaster, but it seems like Cedar Point and Kings Dominion are already getting coasters in 2021 as well, so I'm not sure if Cedar Fair will add a 3rd coaster in the same year. They have done it before, so I think it's definitely within the realm of possibility, and why I've listed both parks in our 3rd tier. Finally, I wanted to throw in smaller parks such as Knoebels and Silverwood. Knoebels' last coaster was in 2015, and Silverwood's last coaster was a family roller coaster added in 2014. So these parks seem about due for a new roller coaster. This was my list of North American parks that I think could add a roller coaster in 2021. Now I want to hear from you. Which parks do you think will add a new roller coaster next year? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Also, I will include links to the articles I mentioned in this video in case you want to learn more about these potential coaster projects. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Destination Thrills, the destination for all the latest theme park speculation, news, and content. Thank you for watching this video. I am Cullah Hale. Have a good one.